Champions. If you watched my previous video for acrobats, we're going to do it again for the powerhouses this time. Kind of a tier list, kind of a best of. Basically, we're going to rank where the characters released in 2021 end up. And we're doing that again with my buddy Punisher, fellow faction mate of mine, vet of the community. Hi, Punisher.
Hello, G. Hello, Champions community.
So we're going to do it for the powerhouses this time. We got 13 of them, I believe. A lot of them are icons of WrestleMania. Obviously, others are not. Some of them I did not even remember were part of 2021 since it seemed so far ago. So yeah, let's rank them. Again, we're going to rank them from top tier to tier 4. Top tier being the absolute best in almost any condition. Tier 4 being mostly useful as coach, trainers, or whatever. So let's start up with Bobby Lashley. So Lashley, which was a chase character, actually a pretty good character. Couple moveset that worked pretty good. Where did you rank it on your end, Punisher?
I put him tier 2. He's the upper end of tier 2. He is a very fun character, kind of a popular one right now in WWE too. So that goes kind of a little ways for me, that interest factor. But you know, he can do a lot with his sub, and I'm pretty sure his sub has the choose color gems, which I love those. But you know, he lacks that real big pop. But you know, turn 2, turn 3, he can usually win any match.
Yeah, upper tier 2 is pretty much where I had him as well.
Yeah.
Lacking that hump to go to tier 1, but definitely a pretty strong character. I also love that sub. I know that there's another moveset that people like that doesn't have the sub. Personally, I gotta have that sub in there. I love it.
Yeah, I like the sub, and like I said, I like the color turn or the choose, where you get to choose what color you lay down for your sub gems.
Yeah. Helps to reload at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Reload, steal MP, and deal damage all at the same time. Nothing wrong with that.
Pretty good combo for sure. All right, let's do Ivar. I'd put Ivar pretty similar to Lashley, actually. Not a huge fan of Ivar. I got wrecked a few times facing some Ivars, but I don't know. There's something I don't like about Ivar. And I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I put him tier 2 also. Again, if this is kind of considering everyone at 5-star gold, but you know, he moves the pin bar, and it's almost like that other move where he chooses an area of red gems is a tad too much, and I mean that because it moves the pin bar too much.
Yeah, it's going to end your turn most of the time.
Yeah, if it was 2 gems less, you could hit that. You could hit that move and then hit your red move again, pretty much guaranteed. But the move damage is pretty high, especially with metals. That pin bar move is always a good one to have in there because obviously you're not going to get early pins, but like I said, sometimes it still doesn't matter. But he still hits very hard. Before 5-star gold came out, I had him, you know, very close to the top. I had him around where Powerhouse Hogan was. He's a fun character. He's quick. He recycles. But again, 5-star gold kind of diminished him a tad. But still a very good character.
Yeah, definitely upper tier 2. A really good option for 5-star gold. He's not tier 1 based on the fact that he will more often than not make you lose your turn by causing a cascade or doing a preemptive pin or something like that.
Yeah, and his link with Eric doesn't really do anything for him.
Yeah, I mean,
which is kind of
Eric himself is an handicap to have in a match anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I know he has an X break move, and I think their link is you get to make more X breaks, but I don't know, that doesn't seem like a moveset that I would be using with him. But either way, he's still a good character. Coachability is used a lot on quite a few characters to get that extra green move damage in there. So overall, he's pretty solid.
All right, Luke. I do I have Luke at 5-star gold? No, I think I got him at 5-star silver. I'd rank him tier 2.
Yep. Actually, I
Definitely
put him
more
tier
of
1.
my play style because I like to blow up shit. But he doesn't have he doesn't have anything that makes it big enough to actually stay pinned. It's easy to kick out at 5-star gold. He's just lacking firepower. Definitely recycles well due to the fact that he pretty much blows the whole board. But these days at 5-star gold, blowing up the whole board does not do enough damage to keep someone down.
Yep, I agree with you. I mean, I did put him at tier 1 only because of his tag link. Makes him pretty unstoppable in Showdown.
That's
and
true.
granted, that's not a huge part of the game, but I think it does push him up there. Plus, like
yeah,
you
you're
said,
right. I forgot about the tag link.
good. Yeah, on his own, he's a very good character. Coachability is kind of negligible. I'm pretty sure he's one of the reduced power gem or multiply gem, one of those two. So
Yeah, I don't even remember.
not someone you use a ton for that. Assuming you have his gear, because I think he had a gear that was available in the event in the MLC. I can't remember, but I think you got it if you maxed the event.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with his gear, he's turn 1 with his yellow moves. He's not a world beater, but like I said, with that tag link and Showdown, he's pretty massive.
Yeah, I put him like at a low tier 1, thanks to the tag link, because indeed in Showdown, when you use him with Butch, they're really annoying to face because you barely do anything to them.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the icons of WrestleMania, we're going to do actually all 3 of them. I pretty much rank all 3 of them at the same spot. I'd say they're all tier 3. Very serviceable character. They're actually pretty good, all 3 of them, but they're not really good, and they're insanely hard to level, so barely anyone's going to have them at 5-star gold because there's better icons at 5-star gold. So just for that, I actually put all 3 of them at tier 3.
Yeah, and what you just said is the reason I put them at tier 4. None of them are really, they're not bad characters by any means, but there's so many more powerhouses that are a lot better. And like you said, the investment to not only get enough shards takes a while. And then to get them up to 5-star gold or 5-star silver just takes a massive amount of shards. Now, they do give you a boost in feuds, but to me, not enough to make them a tier 3. So I had them in the tier 4. I can definitely see an argument for tier 3, though.
Orton's not that hard to get because you can get him from Showdown, but the other 2 are definitely really hard to get because you gotta get those that currency from the stipulation tour. And again, you're much better off going for someone like Kane, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that tier 3 mainly because like they're probably like CeCa and Triple H. They could possibly be a lower tier 2. But I mean, they're not worth to put the resources to get them there. So everyone's going to have them much lower if they even have them to begin with.
Right.
So tier 3 there for me, lower tier 3. Hall of Fame Andre, which was presented as a god tier character that nobody outside of Scopely ever agreed he was. Personally, I'd put him at tier 3.
Yeah, that's where I put him too. Actually, he's not as bad. I think the fact that Scopely called him God tier really hurt him because he's definitely not that. But he does have potential. He's got a decent sub. He's got a lower charge move that pretty much gains all your red MP. I think he did at 5-star gold. I think it goes up like gains 9 or 8 red MP. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he lacks damage. He lacks really doing a whole lot. I think he destroys almost the whole board or half the board. But again, that really doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I think with the right move set, you can get to like 800k turn 1 or 2. I believe it was 2. But it's just
not enough at 5-star gold to keep someone down, unless they're a showboat.
Much these days. Yeah. So. I had him at tier 3 as well. I don't know why they called him God tier. I'm not sure if that was just a swerve to get people to spend, which they really don't. They don't really market people falsely like that. They don't come out and say, "Oh, he's the best." They don't really do that. They just kind of let you make up your own decision. But
Yeah,
he was,
except for a few like that. Like they did it with him, and they did it for Striker Alexa too. They called
that's
them
true. They
God
did.
tier.
Yeah, I forgot about Striker Alexa, which she's actually very good. But yeah, I don't know. They dropped the ball with Andre. He's not that good. He's got a decent coach ability with the yellow move damage, but no gear. I assume at some point they'll have to let a gear out for him to make him a
Probably.
little better. Now with his plate, he is a little bit better. Also, the Andre plate.
Yeah, but his
Or
plate
not the
is
Andre
better on
plate.
other
No, never
people.
mind. I'm thinking the wrong Andre. No, that's Motu Andre.
Yeah, that's Motu
Or,
Andre. Yeah.
yeah, never mind. So even that doesn't make him better. But he just doesn't have that big punch. I don't think he recycles well. The coach ability is not great. I mean, there's so many more Hall of Fame characters that are much better.
Yeah. All right, Booker, free Booker was again a pretty decent free character we got there. I'd put him at tier 3 still,
Yep.
but he's a I tier 3 guy. He was definitely like a tier 2 guy when he had all his booze during his month. Out of that puts him back at tier 3, but he's a good tier 3.
Yeah, I liked using him a lot. He was probably one of my favorite free characters for this year as far as, using him.
Yeah, he cycles really well.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I used the or a 3-color moveset with him. Like, I want to say black, red, yellow, something like that. But he was fun. He did good damage. He chose a lot of, I think he had a choose move where you made blast gems, I want to say. And then you just kind of blew up, a good chunk of the board. But yeah, he was really fun to use. I put him at tier 3. He can be, you can make an argument for tier 2. But like with Lashley and Ivar, they're clearly better than him. So I think tier 3 is the good spot for him.
Sheamus. I got Sheamus at 5-star gold already. I love Sheamus. I don't think he's a top tier guy. I would definitely put him something like a low tier 2. Like I'd put him higher than Luke is. Again, he might sometime miss some damage to keep people down, but I easily do over 1.5 million every time.
Yeah, I actually put him at tier 1. I think he's he kind of reminds me of Morrison, who's kind of an underrated acrobat. Sheamus is a very underrated powerhouse. I've seen plenty take him to 5-star gold and love him. I've faced him a few times, and like I said in the last video, I kind of, a lot of times if I don't have a guy at 5-star gold, I'll let them hit me to see what they do. And he packs a punch. With his plate, especially, he's really fun to use. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, I love his plate too. I'll use the green move set for anything except for feuds, because with the perks and everything, it can be tier 1. Although in feuds, the green move set can't be tier 1 if you're facing someone that has perks as well, obviously. But he has the low-cost purple move set that really outputs very similar. The only difference is that he doesn't benefit as much from the plate, although he still gets 100% extra damage for red. He just doesn't get the green move bonus, but the green move bonus ain't that much to begin with. It's like 40k extra total, which is meaningless at 5-star gold.
Yep,
so
I agree.
So, I mean, for feuds, I'll use the purple move set. For everything else, I'll use the green.
Yep, I agree. He's a flat, I want to say green, maybe blue. He's one of the flat gem damage coaches. It's either green or blue.
Blue,
which
I think.
Is used quite a bit these days, so that helps him as well.
I often put him on HBK as a coach, depending on...
Okay, so he's probably blue.
Yeah, he's blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty damn good character. I love him. Definitely don't regret having him at 5-star gold. And again, you really didn't have that many options for 5-star gold for Powerhouses either. That I was really like. It's a class that for me was kind of underwhelming.
Yep, I agree.
CeCa. CeCa, which was a freak actor and probably the best ever freak actor we ever got.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you have the Motu Andre plate, he's an absolute beast. If you don't, he's still a pretty damn big beast.
Yep. Yeah, that Andre plate adds, probably puts him at top tier, or at least between tier 1 and top tier.
Yeah.
Ed Dog has him with that plate and has him just beefed out. And even with my Booker, it's hard to beat him with my King Booker.
Yeah.
But one thing about him that I've noticed, and I don't know if this is for any other character, but especially with King Booker, he lays out the freeze gems, and usually whatever character you're going against, he can't, even if it's a choose move, he always still tries to choose the freeze gems, which obviously doesn't work. That's how the AI plays.
Yeah.
But with CeCa, it almost like it seems like he seeks out whatever gems don't have a freeze on them, which is a huge advantage. And I'm talking about the AI. Obviously, if you're using him, you wouldn't do you'd seek out those gems anyway. But
Yeah.
if the AI uses them that way, that's a big advantage to put him in showdown defense. And yeah, he's just with that plate. He's just a different character. He's top tier, tier 1. Without it, I would actually put him at tier 2. He blows up the board, which we've talked about isn't what it used to be. That 5-star gold, it still does plenty, but he's more of a tier 2 guy. But man, is he fun to use.
He's got a pretty good. He's got a pretty good play. Not play, but gear 2 that was attainable.
Yep.
So yeah, I haven't leveled mine much over the 4-star gold, mainly because I don't have the plate. If I did have the plate, I'd definitely go over the moon with him.
Yeah, if you have the plate, he's a must take to 5-star gold.
Yeah.
Without it, I mean, he's, like I said, he's still a fun character. If you have JBL and Rusev, you can just fill the board with blast gems. Gosh, I think you can make, I want to say, 20 in one turn, something like that. But with both those trainers. But yeah, he's a blast to use. And for a free character, I mean, you can't go wrong. So people probably have a good amount of shards for him. So he's a no-brainer to level up.
Probably the best freak actor we ever got.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
definitely.
How many times do you see Wales leveling a freak actor that high?
Yeah, never.
I mean, just that alone tells you how good he was.
Yep.
Boogeyman that I got like just a few months ago. Zero experience. I actually haven't used him yet. I know he's pretty good. I'm not exactly sure how good though.
Yeah, I loved him when he first came out. He was a trial character, and I remember using him and liking him there, and then getting him. So I have him at max 5-star silver, and the only knock that I have on him is he's very dependent on black gems being on the board. With his sub, you can choose the red gems, so you can recycle those, but one of his red gems destroys black gems, which you need to reload the sub with, and if there's no black gems, you can't recycle. But without that, he hits very, very hard. His sub is awesome. And then the new skill plate, the zombie skill plate, which gives you a bonus when you get countdown gems.
Yeah.
That actually helps him with his other moveset because he's got a countdown moveset. So
zombie
he's got 2 viable movesets, hits very, very hard, but is very dependent on the board. So that's why I put him at tier 2. If he chose black gems or chose an area of black gems instead of destroyed them, he'd be tier 1. But that board dependency puts him at tier 2. Still a really fun character. Another character like I said for Doink with the acrobats that has a lot of nostalgia with him. He was a character that wasn't really a great wrestler, but he was just an interesting character. Wasn't around all that long, but caught your eye every now and then. So he was a fun character for me. I like him a lot.
All right, Stevie Ray. He's one of those that if you did get the NWO plate, I'd probably put it at a low tier 1 because he can really do quite a bit of damage. Without the plate, I'd say he's probably a high tier 2.
Yeah, I put him at tier 2. I actually have him between tier 2 and tier 3. The plate doesn't do a huge amount for him. It definitely helps, but it's there's almost 3 other characters I can think of that plate would be better on. But Yeah, he's still a good character. Probably tier two. Like I said, I think I put him at 2/3, but I can see him. I only have him at 5-star bronze, so and I haven't played against him much to really see his max potential. But still a fun character. The fact that his finisher recycles his finisher, I think it creates a 8x1 or 7x2, something like that. But it reloads red. Those are fun. Um, I think he has X breaks. Those are always fun. He has column gems. Those are fun. He's just got a lot of fun move sets, and I think that plate, moved him to the tier two category.
Yeah. And
Plus, with his link with Harlem Heat, his red moves are upped quite a bit.
yeah,
So
that link really does wonders for him.
yeah,
But then again, we barely ever use tag teams, so.
yeah, exactly.
And he's not really a guy that, like, with the cost of his moves, he's not really that great for showdown to begin with.
Yeah.
And lastly, the character we just got released, Biggie, which I was not that impressed with. I mean, again, great character, but not that impressive. I put him like low tier 2, even if you're not lucky tier 3, because he does have some moveset that you can get screwed by the board.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'd say tier two, just because he can do pretty big damage. He has the potential. But boy, for how much he cost to get, unless you get extremely lucky, he was not worth it. So this was, we're doing this video on a Tuesday where he was released, just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And the fact that you needed to spend like $700 to get this guy, no, thank you.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
I ended up with like 1,200 shards or something like that.
Yeah, and if they make shards available down the road, that softens the blow a bit. But yeah, tier two, tier three, um, plenty of powerhouses better than him. But he's a popular character right now, so maybe that's kind of what their thinking was. But
Yeah, and even
he
the
shouldn't have been
coaching
as
ability
expensive as he
really ain't
was.
nothing to like to want to have.
Yeah, I don't even what it was. It was a something with cross break gems.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Let me check. I don't even remember. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was destroy crossbreak or make more. Anyway, nothing that was over the edge or that put him over the edge, in my opinion.
It's nothing that was really that memorable. Biggie was move that destroyed crossbreak, destroy 3 more crossbreak. I don't remember the last time I needed to destroy more of them.
I don't either. Maybe with one of the VIP guys like Triple H or
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
most of the
Shawn.
characters that use crossbreak anyway, you line them up so that you just need to destroy one and they all go off, really.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, so not a great coach ability, but yeah, he was very underwhelming for me.
yeah. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. No top tier characters for the powerhouses this year. Again, that's pretty much where we rank them. You might rank them somewhere else, but that seems pretty accurate to me right now.
Yeah, the fact that we got CeCa really helps out the powerhouse division, but a lot of tier twos, a lot of similar characters, similar game styles. I mean, you can make an argument that even the tier one guys that we have are tier two.
Yeah.
But at 5-star gold, they all serve a pretty good purpose. They all can beat whoever you need to put them up against. But CeCa really put powerhouses over the edge for how available they were this year, and the fact that he was free and a lot of people can take him to 5-star gold was a. I hope they do that. I hope that wasn't a mistake because you really don't know if they knew his potential. Obviously, with that plate, he's bonkers. But hopefully that was something where they said, you know what, let's give back a little bit here and make a free character a really good character for once instead of a mediocre character.
I mean, the main takeaway I got for the 2021 Powerhouses is that none of them I would ever use against a top tier guy. Even Sheamus, which I love to use, I wouldn't take him for I wouldn't take him against a top tier guy because I know I'd get my ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, CeCa, Sheamus, maybe Luke in Showdown. If you get a good board, like I said, Boogeyman can do it. But yeah, you're right. It's not. None of them are real dependable. Definitely not top tier, at least in my opinion. Luke with the Showdown or with the tag bonus, you can make an argument for it. But again, Showdown's such a small part of the game that doesn't push him into top tier for me.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the Powerhouse of 2021. Thanks for watching. We got the other class going. We already posted the Acrobat version. You can go look that up. More to come. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Punisher to help out. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. You guys, G up. Ciao.